Welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. This is Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm working on the Erin Village Quilters charity quilt. We kind of all pitched in little strips here and there. There was a common theme in the blue. Actually, I'll point a few of them out here. This polka dotted one right here. This circle one right here. There's quite a few fabrics that are consistent. So you came up to the table, you picked your 6 or 7 little strips and you went home and you made a couple of blocks, right? And then you brought them in and someone put them together so beautifully, whoever did it, thank you very much. And then someone donated the back and I'm quilting it all up as part of, you know, something I like to do. So giving back, right? So what I've done with it, I've free motioned it so far. I'm about halfway done and I'll just show you what I'm working on here. You just kind of get lost into the motion, so forgive me if I get a little quiet. But it's just doing like a big gentle swirl with a scoop around and coming back. And I've chose a Hawaiian blue thread to make it pop on the background here. I really, really love this backing. I'm hoping they choose it to use for the binding, but I'll find out before I end up giving it back to see what they wanted done with it. So, because I don't mind putting the binding on. Not at all. All right, so it's just at 12 stitches per inch. We're just gonna lock those stitches in there. And I'm just literally just doing a swirl and I'm making my way from one side of the quilt to the other. And I'm just, sometimes I'm going backwards, sometimes I'm going forwards, whatever it needs to fill in the space. I'm also not coming down as far as my space will allow, because when I roll it up again, I want to be able to come in other little sections so it seems consistent, if that makes any sense. Okay, all right, so off we go to the races. Hopefully I don't go too fast. Actually, I realized there we go. My light wasn't on. So wait a second. And if you're trying to get yourself from one spot to another, just do a little bounce. I was trying really hard not to go too fast, so the machine wasn't growling. There's some beautiful fabrics in here, and I love how it all came together. And the few people I've actually had in the shop since it's come up on the long arm here, they've all loved it. So it's quite stunning, and I love all the blues. And you don't really think sometimes that all these blues would mix together, but they really do. It's quite pretty. There's some of these fabrics I'm like, oh, where'd they get that from? I'd like a bolt of that. So I guess when we hand it in for the next guild meeting, I'll have to ask, all right, who did this square? I want to know if you have any more of that fabric left. And it's so nice that we all contributed in some way or another. And it's just, we all came together to make this big, beautiful quilt for, a family, to welcome a family here. Doing them in varying sizes gets you, different shapes here and there, and you can always, just do a little backtrack, a little hook and come back, a little boomerang or whatever. And that's how I'm just filling this whole quilt out. I thought it'd be really nice to do it up myself. There was a couple of edge to edge that I really liked, and I thought, you know what? Let's give it our best effort. Make it super pretty. When you're moving down the line, Just try to make your movements smooth. Try not to be too jagged with them. You still have curves. Like this light blue one right here, right there, that's so pretty. I love that one. It's almost like it looks like it's got peacock feathers in it or something like that, or maybe it's just leaves or whatever, but it's so pretty. I think nice backing to a whole quilt like that would be awesome. Just work your way around. You end up filling it all in, giving it a really neat texture. Doing your swirls in both directions. Some big, some small. Some the size of Montreal. And the Hawaiian blue just really suited this all the different shades of blue that they have going on here. So I thought, oh, we'll just do that. It's very pretty. I had a couple of darker ones, but I don't know. I like the light, and it just makes the backing pop so much more with those beautiful, you know, feathery leaves that they got going on in the background, in the backing. I think the little pop of color that's in the backing would be nice around the border, but they may want to keep it all solid or something, or something else. So I'll quilt it up and give it to who it's supposed to go to, and they'll make the executive decision from there. I'm just happy that I can help partake. A couple of people were interested in my scrappy quilt that was on the back of my chair in a couple of weekend projects. It's hanging behind my desk at the moment, and that's actually my very second scrappy quilt. I cut those pieces at 2 inches and then kept a dark center patch and a white center patch across the blocks, and then just tried to use similar colors of the, you know, those squares in the block. I don't know, I had no rhyme or reason for the pattern. I just was trying to use up my scraps and have some fun. My very first scrappy quilt, probably about 10 years ago, almost maybe 8 or 9 years ago now, went to my mom, of course, and because it had all sorts of fabric left over from projects that I'd done for, you know, her and my sisters and my nieces, and, you know, and stuff like that. So it was nice to have that little memory connection. And then the third one I did, it just sent off to my eldest niece, Kristen. She got married and had a little munchkin, and so I sent that one off to her, and I'm hoping it'll be in her family for quite a long time, because then we all kind of share same scrappy bits in all the quilts. So I love scrappy quilts. There's so much, you know, little history to it, because you go, oh, I made those pajama bottoms for, you know, for so-and-so, and well, that was a backing to, you know, Auntie's so-and-so's quilt, and it's nice to have it all shared. I'll just fill in this little part here and we'll call it along on Wednesday. And I thank you guys very, very much for watching and subscribing and liking and comments. And like I say, if there's something you want to see or what have you, we'll try and get it out there. There we go. Stop right in the center there. Okay. I can keep going on and on and on. It's kind of mesmerizing sometimes. Just put some music on and get your groove on and away you go. So thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it here, and take care, and don't forget to check out Weekend Projects. Okay? Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.